So you went chippy turned builder, which is what most people, but more than half builders.
I think it's the most.
Oh, you'd have
common
more.
standard,
Yeah, it's
the most common route. Yeah,
I'd say it would be. Most of them are going to be carpentry based, because with carpentry, it's almost like an all round skill.
Yeah.
You need to know. You learn the structure, but you'll learn, the foundations of the design, and you sort of involved from that process almost from day one.
Chippies are on this job most of the time.
Yeah, they're there from almost start to finish. They'll see the services trades go through. They see a whole range of things happen throughout their process of being on site. So you tend to pick up a fair bit of it.
Yeah.
Along the way.
What do you wish you knew, or what would you tell someone who's a chippy now who wants to turn into a builder? Like someone who's a chippy now and they want to become a builder and they want to become licensed. What do you wish you knew when you were in that position now that you've gone through the whole experience you've gone through?
Yeah, good question. So to clarify, an apprentice or a carpenter?
No, like so chippy is someone who's been doing it for 5 years, so qualified.
Say they're applying for their building license.
They're looking at becoming a builder, or they are working with a team. They've got their own team and they want to take that next step.
Just to be honest about their weak spots, I would be if I know my strengths and I also know my weaknesses, and it took me a while to identify the weaknesses, which you could fast track that if you could find someone like a mentor. So someone who wants to be a carpenter, to answer your question, find someone who has gone through that process and go exactly ask that question. What would you do better? I would identify what you know. Like I did a business course because I knew nothing about it in conjunction with Certificate 4, because I wanted to learn everything because it annoyed me when I didn't know the answers to things. And therefore, if you don't know what questions to ask, rather than hitting roadblocks all the time. So if they're a carpenter wanting to be a builder, wanting to fast track it, find a mentor or do as many programs as you can on the side. Associations like Master Builders and things, they have courses, but they don't tick every box.
I don't think there's any one place that ticks every box.
There's a lot of companies that will sell it to them.
Yeah.
Builders courses guaranteed 95% success rate or whatever, but they still don't have every answer. The best person is you can find is someone who has gone through that.
Yeah, I completely agree. I would probably give myself the same advice.
Yeah.
And I didn't go through the carpentry route as well, but I would still, when I started my business, it would have been definitely to seek out that professional business advice from the beginning, because I knew how to build. It wasn't a matter of putting something up. Like,
easy.
to manage the process. It is the easiest fucking part, isn't it? It's not the hard part. The hard part is, well, how do you manage your client? Like if the client just gave you the plans, gave you the money to do it, like you'd be done in no time.
Yeah,
and it's all the emotion that comes in with it. It's all the other things you got to handle. It's contracts, it's subcontracts, it's marketing, branding. Like it's
the estimating, how to hold the people accountable.
Yeah.
The liability, who does that fall on? The timeline. You could make money, but you could lose it just as fast if the job blows out on time. Budget on time, on budget. That's how you're going to make money. But the hard part is, managing the books. Who do you get when, what right time?
Yeah.
So all of that is plays a factor.
Yes.
Are you referring to like allocation of tradies booked in times and that? Or
Lead times. You can blow the job out, even if prior to that, estimating the job correctly. If that's not estimated,
screw that part up,
haven't allowed enough time. If you lose, say, $5,000 on a contractor, it hurts far more if you lose 5 weeks on the job, because as a builder you have a certain eligibility of insurance, and I think at the start, I'm not sure if you're the same, George, but I was so focused on the dollars, making sure that I was hitting the numbers, making sure that the plumber said he was going to do it for $12,000, his invoice is $12,000 or under. But the time hurts you far more because you cannot sign another job until that job's complete. So, yeah.
There is that element too.
Getting blown out time wise, you're saying
you can't sign another job.
Yeah, if you don't have enough assurance to cover that. The other thing is, it's a very real cost to the project and to your business when a project is delayed, because you still have to pay your supervisor his $10,000 a month.
Yeah, that's right.
You still have to pay for the site shed. You still have to pay for electricity. And you've only budgeted for 12, but it goes for 15.
That's right.
All right. So you might have an extra 35,000 or 30,000, 50,000 worth of delay costs when you don't finish a job on time. And that's what people don't often understand. They're like, oh, you're making heaps of money. I said, hang on, you've delayed me by 3 months and this costing me a significant amount of money to get this job finished.
Correct. They don't see it.
No, they don't. They don't see that. So, these are the sorts of things, again, the processes that you don't get taught and no one ever puts in front of you and says, oh, hey, you should manage your job like this. Oh, this is how you manage delays when they occur, because they will always occur. Always occur. There's some things that you can control. There's some things that you can't control.
Yeah.
But they always come up. That's for sure.
And that's what, for sure, that's 100% agree. And the hard part is, we touched on it before, managing stress, is that you can get hyper fixated on those things. Jesus, job's killing me. And turn a blind eye to things that actually matter.
Yeah.
And that's what the stress consumes you. And it's very easily done because there's a lot of moving parts in every job. Often you'll run multiple jobs at once, multiple clients, multiple trades, weather, all these things come into it. And it can hurt you more if you get hyper fixated, and you got to really pull yourself back, center yourself to what actually matters in life.
So we've spoken a bit about problems. What are some of the wins you've had along the way?
Wins in building?
Yeah, just in
In
building
life?
and building. What are some things that you're bit of a fist pump moment for yourself?
I got a great family,
Yeah.
great young family, and that's, as I look at now, some people struggle to have families, and I really count myself lucky to have. I've got 3 beautiful kids, and brother, sister, my parents. I've really got a great family that's around me. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that every day.
Love it. And then, okay, so what about in your business? Have you had some fist pump moments there too?
Yeah, for sure. There's always times, like I said, when I started winning a $200,000 job, I thought I'd made it. That's it. I'm rich.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Not getting any better than this.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You've won.
Whereas, years down the track, you'd think twice about that, so.
Yeah. Now you don't get out of bed for $200,000.
Not like that. It's just, the business grows, and then it becomes too expensive to do a small job like that, as you know. But now the business, I'm really proud of the business. It's come a long way.
Awesome.
It's evolved every day. We're trying to adapt systems and processes, and things are still never running smoothly. So we're like, right, we need a system for that, and just feel like we're getting better and better all the time. I've had some big changes recently, big hurdles that we've accomplished. So together as a company, it's I'm proud of where we're at and where we're heading.
Excellent. That's great.
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.